Kat Iniba, and welcome back to Halo Halo, your top entertainment and lifestyle show with an Asian Pacific American twist, and also the show that aims to spotlight our very own talent. And joining us in the studio today is professional dancer Marisa Hamamoto. She aspired to be a dancer when she was just 6 years old, but 8 years ago, she suffered a spinal injury that left her paralyzed from the neck down, and doctors told her that she was probably never going to walk again. But she proved them wrong. She's not only walking, she's dancing, she's teaching, and inspiring others. Welcome, Marisa Hamamoto.
Hi, Kat. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. When I first heard your story, I was so inspired. You gave me goosebumps. Just
thank you.
Now, you know, I mentioned that you actually suffered a spinal injury or spinal disease.
Yes.
Only, was it 8 years ago?
Yes, 8 years ago. I was living in Japan, attending KIKU University. I was in a contemporary dance class, just working out. And then in the middle of class, without any warning, my elbow started to tingle, and momentarily, I fell to the ground, I collapsed, and I couldn't move anything, I couldn't feel anything. I was rushed to the hospital. The next day, after a lot of tests, the doctor diagnosed me with a rare spinal cord disease called spinal cord infarction, which is also called spinal stroke. And he told me that I might not be able to walk ever again.
What went through your mind when the doctor said that? Because I mean, dance and movement is such a huge part of your life.
Yes, I had been training to become a professional dancer up to that point. So when he said that, I thought my life was over because, you know, not being able to walk meant not being able to dance ever again.
Right.
And so it was very, it was a shock to hear that, and it was hard to absorb it.
But you proved them wrong because you, I hear, recovered so fast from that injury. I mean, how long did it take for you to get back on your feet?
So my physical recovery was pretty fast. So after a month, I was able to stand through some physical rehabilitation, both medically as well as my own physical rehab. I was able to get out of the hospital after 2 months. So I was walking and able to take care of myself after 2 months. But you know, recovery is not just physical. It's also emotional and spiritual and mental. And for me, socially too. So that took, I would say, another 3.5 years.
Oh, wow. So how did you overcome that? Did you speak to others, or what was the process?
One thing I did while in my bed was I kept on imagining myself doing pliés and grand jetés and turning. And I just kept on imagining myself, and I told myself that, you know, no matter what, I'm going to dance again, even if it's from a wheelchair. So I was very determined to dance, and I felt like I was destined to dance. So that was kind of like my motivation to get better. First, physically.
And then, you know, you started out as a ballerina or taking ballet classes and contemporary dance. How did you transition to ballroom dancing?
So 3.5 years after my incident, I had just finished my master's at KIKU University. It had been 3 years since my incident. You know, for a while I feared that this paralysis was going to happen again, but it didn't. So I was kind of like, okay, I think I need to move on, you know, from this thought of trying
what if.
Yeah, what if. And then so I said, you know what, all I really want to do is dance. And I discovered Salsa and afterward Ballroom at a New Year's party in 2010. So January 2010, I was at a New Year's party. It was a corporate event, and they had a salsa entertainment. And a salsa couple came on, performed, and afterward, one of the dancers said, okay, now it's your turn to dance. And so he showed us this really easy, basic salsa step. It's 6 steps. Would you like to try it?
I have 2 left feet.
Oh,
you don't want to
Kat.
see me try?
Come on, Kat.
Maybe another time.
All right, we're gonna have to do another segment on
where Kat
teaching
learns
Kat.
how to dance.
Exactly.
With her 2 left feet.
Oh, no, come on. Okay. Well, anyways, you know, so he showed us this basic step. This was in Tokyo.
Right.
Japanese are not known to go
Yeah,
onto the floor and jam, you know. But here's this whole room with 100 people.
Did anyone go on there?
Oh my gosh, the entire room literally just started to like do this salsa basic step, and they were like going crazy. They were so excited. They were screaming, they were yelling, and I was in the mix of that. And I looked around and said, oh my gosh, I can't believe so many people are excited over this basic step. And I'm going, oh my gosh, there's something appealing about this dance.
Right.
I feel like I belong somewhere
this is
on
where
this
you
dance,
belong,
in this
right?
dance. In salsa and ballroom, everybody's on the same floor. And something about that was really appealing to me. The fact that I can share dancing with the masses.
Right, and you took that passion and created your own company, but we have to take a quick break. I want to talk about your company, Infinite Flow, your transition to ballroom dancing and sexy salsa, but all after the break.